In this lesson, we're going to look at how you can divide two rational expressions. Remember that rational expressions are themselves fractions, so the rules that apply to dividing fractions will also apply to dividing rational expressions. And that means that we're going to leave the first one the way it is, but we're going to have to flip the second one because the rule for dividing fractions says that we multiply by its reciprocal. Its reciprocal is when you flip the fraction over. So I'm going to rewrite this as x squared plus 5x plus 6 over x squared minus 5x plus 4. And now I'm going to change the operation of multiplication, and I'm going to flip the second one over. I'm going to write its reciprocal. X squared minus 2x plus 1, and the denominator will now be 3x squared plus 15x plus 18. And at this point, all I've created is a multiplication problem, which we've actually done in other lessons. But if you'll recall, the way you multiply to rational expressions is we want to simplify the top and the bottom of each fraction as much as possible so that we can look to cancel from the numerator to the denominator. So I'm going to rewrite these. Starting with the first fraction, I'm going to factor the top. I see x squared plus 5x plus 6 is a trinomial, which I will now factor into 6. 3 and 2 will equal 6 when I multiply. So 3 times 2 is 6, and 3 plus 2 is 5, so both of these are positive. The bottom will also factor. It's another trinomial. And this time I'm looking at 4, so 4 times 1 is 4, and 4 plus 1 is 5. I notice this time that they're both negative because of this sign. And I've simplified the first one. Now let's try the second one over here. We're going to do another trinomial. Lots of factoring in this problem. Now we're going to say, okay, this time we have x and x, and we want to know 1 times what added together will be 2. So it's 1 times 1. 1 times 1 is 2. 1 plus 1 is 2 also. 1 times 1 is 1, and 1 plus 1 is 2. They're both negative. So we factored that. First thing I notice about the next one is I can factor a 3 out. And then what's left will be x squared plus 5x plus 6. And that's what I'm going to factor. And if you need to write that out somewhere, you can. You could actually put that up here. X squared plus 5x plus 6. And all of that now has a 3 factored out in front. And I'm going to factor the 6 into 3 and 2. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 plus 2 is 5, both positive. And a lot of numbers here, but you can see now what you need to cancel. I see that the x plus 3 here and the x plus 3 here cancel. The x plus 2 and the x plus 2 right here cancel. X minus 1 and this x minus 1. Now I can't cancel the other x minus 1. It doesn't have anywhere to go. So I'm left on top with x minus 1. And on the bottom part of my fraction, I still have a 3 from right here. Be sure and don't lose that one. It's a bad 3 that I just wrote. I'll erase that and try again. And I also have x minus 4 like this. And that came from right here. And I'm just going to work backwards here. A little bit sloppy, but trying to fit it on the screen. X minus 1, that one's okay. I'm going to go ahead and distribute this. 3x minus 12 on the bottom. And that's my final answer, x minus 1 over 3x minus 12.